Leap, Brittany, France, 1880s, Félicie L. Fanning, a young orphan girl with dreams of being a dancer, is planning an escape from the orphanage. Her best friend, aspiring inventor Victor, Nat Wolff, goes to help her before M. Luto, Mel Brooks, finds her and gets them both in trouble. They both go to the dining hall, where they must stack dishes, but Félicie uses this time to practice her dance moves. She ends up breaking the dishes, getting both her and Victor in trouble. Luto brings them to Mother Superior, Kate McKinnon, who tells Félicie her dreams of being a dancer are nothing. That night, Félicie and Victor make their escape from the orphanage using a pair of aerodynamic wings that Victor invented. Luto chases after them on his motorcycle as they fly away. They evade him by hopping onto a train heading to Paris. Upon arriving in Paris, Félicie and Victor are separated when Victor gets stuck on a boat sailing away from the city. Félicie then happens upon the Paris Opera Ballet School, which Victor told her is the greatest dance school in the world. Félicie enters the building and is caught by a guard who thinks she is stealing. Before the guard harms her, a cleaning lady with a limp named Odette, Carly Rae Jepsen, stops him and helps let Félicie go. Félicie follows Odette, who wants Félicie to go away. Félicie hides as Odette speaks to her boss, a restaurant owner named Regine Lahaut, also Kate McKinnon. Odette lets Félicie stay with her as long as she helps clean and keep quiet. While cleaning, Félicie sees Camille, Maddie Ziegler, Regine's daughter, practicing her dance moves. Félicie goes to compliment Camille, but the girl is rude and snobby toward Félicie, constantly calling her a little rat. Camille takes Félicie's music box given to her by her mother, and she cruelly throws it out the window where it breaks. Félicie goes to get the music box when the postman shows up with an acceptance letter for Camille to attend the ballet school. Félicie takes the letter herself and goes to the school, where she pretends to be Camille and start her lessons. She is taught by Morante, Terence Scammell, a harsh and stern instructor. He begins to put Félicie and the other girls through rigorous training. Félicie practices in the streets when Victor finds her. He tells her how he has gone through a lot of trouble since arriving in Paris, but he and another boy have since begun to work in the office of Gustave Eiffel. As Félicie continues her lessons, she finds that learning to dance is harder than she expected. She meets a prissy but experienced dancer named Rudy, Tamer Kapelian, who politely tells Félicie that her dancing sucks. Dejected, Félicie goes back to Odette and apologizes for being a burden to her. As she leaves, Odette goes to pull out her old shoes from when she used to dance. She finds Félicie and tells her she will begin training her in the morning. Odette puts Félicie through training that involves her doing some chores while incorporating dance moves into it. At school, Morante announces that he will pick one girl to dance Clara in the Nutcracker. He eliminates a different girl each day when they fail to perform to his standards. Later on, Victor takes Félicie out into the town. They enter a bar where Félicie dances to the music and impresses everyone, including Victor. She later tells him that she had the night of her life. Félicie's happiness is short-lived when she finds Regine and Camille speaking to Morante over Félicie assuming Camille's identity to join the school. Regine demands that Félicie be kicked out, as well as Odette for allowing Félicie to stay. Morante says that Félicie has shown improvement since joining, so he will let her stay, while also letting Camille join. He tells both girls that they will work for part of Clara fair and square. It is the night before the final elimination. Félicie has made plans to go out with Rudy, against Odette's wishes for her to rest up. Félicie snaps at Odette and tells her she's not her mother. She tries to apologize, but Odette tells her to go away. Félicie later goes to meet with Rudy, only to find Victor waiting where he thought he would be spending time with Félicie. Rudy tries to fight Victor, but it only leads Félicie to be annoyed with both boys, but Victor is upset with Félicie over her own behavior. The next day, Félicie rushes to her performance while Camille is finishing hers. Félicie gets there and admits to Morante that she did not practice or rest well. Félicie ends up falling twice before Morante decides to eliminate her and give the part to Camille. Both Félicie and Odette cry alone, and Regine arranges for Félicie to be sent back to the orphanage. Félicie is miserable being back in the orphanage. She dreams about her mother and how she gave her the music box. Félicie plans to sneak out again at night, only to be caught again by Luto. Only this time, Luto personally escorts Félicie back to Paris on his motorcycle. She hugs him goodbye as she goes to find Victor. Félicie goes to M. Eiffel's office to find the other apprentice boy there by himself. Félicie tells him to send a message to Victor about how she is sorry, but she figures that he is hiding under the desk, hearing what she is saying. He appears to forgive her. Felicity goes to the school to find Odette, but instead finds Camille practicing on stage. Camille insults her once again, leading the girls to engage in a dance-off. The other girls come watch. Camille keeps trying to push Felicity, but she keeps getting up. Felicity tops it off by doing a fouet en tournant, a move that Odette tried to teach her. Odette, Morante, and all the girls witness this and are highly impressed. Morante then asks both girls why they dance. Camille admits that she does it because her mom makes her, while Felicity says it has been part of her whole life. Camille tells Morante that Felicity should have the part of Clara, and he agrees. Camille shakes Felicity's hand, and Felicity hugs her. Later, Victor goes to meet with Felicity, only to get knocked over the head by an angry Regine, who wants revenge for Felicity taking Camille's part. Regine chases after Felicity. Victor brings out his new set of wings, and with Camille's help, he goes to rescue Felicity. Regine chases her up to the unfinished Statue of Liberty and attempts to push Felicity off a tall height. Victor swoops in and grabs Felicity, but Regine tries to get both of them. She ends up getting tangled in ropes as the kids evade her. Victor then flies Felicity to the school for her performance. The film concludes with Felicity performing in the Nutcracker, with Morante, Odette, and Victor all watching proudly.